She probably has computer problems.
Happy
Hi,
Halloween!
everybody. Happy Halloween.
Halloweeny.
Happy
Yeah.
Halloween!
Yeah, a lot. Well, we've got Halloween energy. We've got eclipse energy. We've got new moon energy.
Yep.
We've got election energy.
Boy, we have election energy.
Yeah, craziness.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Joan has decided to just enjoy nature today, which is always nice. I'm not sure if Terry's coming or not, but if she gets here, we'll let her in. In the meantime, as you know, we have Mark with us with his trick or treat shirt on today.
Last time I get to wear my Halloween, I did the medium shirt today.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that.
The mediums in a circle.
Have you also got some really cool Christmas shirts you're going to be
I
wearing?
do, yeah.
That's so exciting.
Wait.
Sweaters.
I know it. I know.
Yeah.
And Thayer's here. I'm glad to see Thayer. I saw her earlier today when I was working with Pierrette. Yeah. And Pierrette really surprised not only me but others because we knew a lot about her, but we didn't really know anything, did we?
No.
Yeah.
Show you can't judge a book by its cover.
You can't. I
Everybody
know.
always has something going on.
Yeah, always something going on.
Yeah.
So, Wiki, we'll take your question, but today we have decided that we are doing relationship focus. If something comes through that's not that, that's fine. But that's kind of, we're trying to come up with different kinds of reading days. And so relationship focus is fine. And that can be any kind of a relationship, including relationships with animals.
Right.
I didn't realize that was the focus until just a few minutes ago. So.
Are you okay with that?
I don't know how I missed it. It must have been on the email, but I didn't see it or something.
That's all right. We have a wonderful relationship with you, dear. So I love that. All right. We do have Wiki has, I've seen more deer in the last 4 days. Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a huge deer cross in front of me in the road. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, deer are my nature spirit. That's my animal. But
cool.
Go ahead. Mark, what do you think? Was that a random urban wildlife or is there a message? Isn't there always a message?
Yes. There's a little bit of both. It was a message for Wiki, but it was also the deer was kind of randomly.
Yeah, that's true.
Going across that.
Right place, right time.
Spirit was coordinating the timing there so that you would see it. And I always, whenever I see like a wild animal out in nature, I always kind of take a moment just to bless the earth. I do feel like it's because you don't see that all the time. You know what I mean?
That's
so I always feel like it's a little special. Like if something I drive past and there's a groundhog standing up, I'm like, oh, groundhogs. I send them a blessing or the vulture, whatever it is, and the deer. If they're all of a sudden they stand in the yard, and I do. So I also kind of get. And maybe you know this too, Allie, because you just said it was your spirit animal.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the deer are also kind of coming out. For one thing, they're looking for water. That's just the thing.
Sure, of course.
But also, I feel like they're just reminding us of peace and calm and kind of bringing that through. Like, hold on to that sort of. It's sort of a faith, peace, calm energy. I don't know.
Absolutely.
That's just what
Absolutely. When I was a little girl, we would go to, of course, I don't like zoos or farms now because of the way that they are depicted. But at the time, there was a wildlife place that we would go to and I would feed the deer. And I just love them because you're right, Mark, they're beautiful. They're majestic. They're light, that kind of thing. But yes, they are very precious, sweet and salty.
It also is an indication that Wiki is in harmony with the vibration of nature and the vibration of the animals.
Yeah.
That her energy did not push the deer away. That she's sort of the same thing Mark was saying about being in a peaceful, balanced, harmonized place.
Right.
And I also think the deer are on the move because in a lot of states, people are getting ready to go hunting.
I know.
And,
Oh, yeah.
when
Deer's-
I was in New Jersey, all the deer would come down and hang out near all the houses during hunting season because you weren't allowed to hunt within a certain radius of the houses. They figured that out. But
Yeah.
harmony and balance. That's what I'm
Absolutely. Absolutely. I always wanted to get out the deer lick and things like that, the deer corn and everything. But we have bear around here.
Yeah.
And so I've got to be careful because I don't want to draw them in.
No,
Yeah.
No, you don't. No.
Yeah.
No.
But, well, Wiki, I think that it's very, very gentle energy is what you found.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a reminder to be gentle to yourself.
Well, nature is giving you a tap.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
A great compliment from nature, I think.
Great compliment. That's right.
Yeah.
And I can't help but think too, it's almost like breathe.
Yeah.
Take a breath.
Yeah.
And kind of relaxing yourself because, all this, you mentioned it earlier with the political energy, going around. It's anxiety producing or something. You don't even kind of realize you're a little extra anxious if you've tuned into something for a minute or whatever, because there's just so much energy.
There's a lot of ick out
It's
there.
almost like a reminder of don't get too distracted, just breathe, get back to yourself and kind of I don't know. I just keep hearing, Mark, just focus on faith and trust.
Come back in here.
And that the outcome will be for everyone's highest good. Because I did a few political readings this week, which I don't do very often, to alleviate some anxiety. And but the cards just came through with that same thing, and it's been that way all along. Spirit's been telling me, just have faith. Things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. Don't get all fiddly-faddled up in the negative.
Yeah.
It's impossible to have a positive report or something. I don't know on the news. It's always
and I had to do that. And my husband was getting all upset. I said, "Step away. Take a diet of this politics. You just have to."
Fear.
It's fear-based.
They're radiating fear to everybody.
Right.
Everybody.
Right.
And,
That's right.
And when people are afraid, they do stupid things.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, I do. When I'm afraid, I do a lot of dumb things.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I want to say hi to Lise and Gina and Sweet and Salty and Craig is here. Pierrette, hi Pierrette and Wiki and Sherry. Ivana's here. I'm Miss Jean looking through my romper room mirror. But I love you guys. Thanks for being here. We have some more questions, so let's get on it. That's great. Wiki said, oh, that's the one we just did. Sorry. Lisa said, it just crossed her mind. She had a question about Biden's dogs and what they're thinking about what's going on. That's kind of cool. Isn't the one dog...
I love that you made that reference because one time on my channel I was like going, I see voodoo, and that was that same exact romper room.
I love that. That's
anyway, I couldn't stand it because it just...
No, that's wonderful.
That's so funny.
Isn't one of Biden's dogs housed in Delaware because it bit some FBI agents or something like that?
It was overprotective. Like if anybody came near Biden, he'd strike out. I think he's gone to another home. I think he got another dog to replace it.
Yep, that's what I think too.
They couldn't have that kind of... I mean, and German Shepherds are built for that.
Yeah, they are. They are. I got the impression that the dog that did that was remanded to his house, and maybe the people that run the house in Delaware. I don't think he got rid of it.
He's not in the White House anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember I read on that dog a long time, whenever all that, and that person he bit, or there was a couple maybe, they weren't that trustworthy.
No.
Or something. He was like really picking up on an energy.
Psychic dog. Yeah. No, dogs could... I had a yellow lab who was nice to everybody, and every once in a while people would come along and he snapped at them. And I think he was just reading the person.
They know, I guess, huh?
They know. Yeah, they do know. But Let's see Biden's dogs, but he does have what they're thinking about what's going on.
They animals, of course, are so astute. They have, all these. My two, when I had the COVID, they were on me. They were on me and beside me and near me the whole time. And then, of course, I'm feeling better, so they're still with me, but not as much. And I was a little upset today about something. Can't remember what it was. It was early this morning, and those dogs came and they just know. They just know, and they come and lean against me. And so I read somewhere that means they really love you, so it's kind of a nice thing. But Mark, anything about Biden's dogs that you're getting?
Well, I hear that they're kind of, because I think there's still two there at the house, but they're working sort of overtime, providing him with extra energy because he's busy and doing a lot. And so I can see, kind of like you said, when he does finally get home, because he's not around quite as much because he's kind of out and about, but they just immediately like glom on, suck up on him and start kind of lay close to him and give him extra energy and stuff like that. It feels like Jill actually, like feeds them. I feel like she does a lot of caring for them personally, when she can. They have other people that help too.
Sure.
Because I hear them both like looking at her like she's sort of the boss. Yeah. Even though we call him the boss. But
we know there's a boss behind the boss.
Yeah. I can almost even hearing her say, the boss is coming home or something like that. But then going, but you're really the boss. But I do feel like they're working a little overtime, and it's all to help replenish his energy, I feel like.
Sure.
I sort of feel the same thing that Mark is feeling, that they really stabilize and ground with all the. I think they're used to Biden being, in politics and very busy. That they kind of ground him and keep things sort of steady and soak up a lot of the energy around them. But animals have a great way of connecting and grounding, like a grounding wire that you'd have on a building. For lightning. And they know what their job is. But
my two dogs do this for me every time I go on the computer, whether it's a private reading or a group. There's Alaska, that's her position. Buttercup's in the seat with me, like always.
Right.
Those seats. But we did private readings today, and they came, took their grounding positions. Then we got up to pee, stretch your legs, get something to drink, and then we came back to retake our positions for the show. So, and I am so aware that it's to help me ground.
I agree.
Keep me on the earth, sort of.
I agree. Mine are on the bed, but the minute I say BYE, everyone, they jump down and come over to me. It's like they know right away I'm all done with what I have to do. Yeah.
Oh, they're so aware of what we're doing all the time.
More than we are, Mark.
Yeah.
Lena wonders if we have a message from her spirit guides.
Lena. Hi, Lena. I think it's the first time I've seen you. I don't know.
Oh. I love that picture.
Beach picture.
I know.
I know. Let's go there.
Yeah. Let's go. Wow. Well, it could happen. Cards I got, Lena. Your distance travel. I have here you're wanting to escape in a new adventure, but you also may be journaling to another level. You have felt tested with a situation, but you have discovered some of your own truth. So you're spending time learning a lot about what it is that you need to do. And your guides are watching you, and they're watching you rebuild. They're watching you rebuild your life, and investing a lot of effort into making your life better and enjoying it more.
And I'm getting that they're very happy with the direction you're going in. That I felt a tremendous amount of reinforcement and love, and like just keep going in what you're doing. That they're very happy with the direction you're going in, and they like the confidence you have in yourself, and to keep working on your self confidence.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, the first thing I got is the Ace of Pumpkins, which is pentacles, disc, money, coins. But that's a good sign. That's like a gift coming, and this, see it coming out of the clouds. So a gift from the universe, like a payback from stuff you've put in. So reward back, which is great, especially this time of year. It makes good sense. But then the cards are trying to, I don't know. You'll know better than me. Maybe it doesn't resonate, but I got the 3 of bats and the 7 of bats. Bats are swords in this deck. But it feels a little bit like somebody might not be being as honest with you as they could be or something. Or if maybe you've doubted someone around you or something. So I feel like it's a little bit like just be aware of your surroundings, because I don't feel like this 3 of Swords is about you personally. It's about around you. The same thing with this. And sometimes the 7 of Swords can be, like dishonest, shady behavior, somebody up to trickery or being like Shady Pete to try to take something from somebody. So I don't know. I usually don't get that kind of thing, so it just makes me think I'm supposed to say it out loud, and if you resonate with it, great. Okay. But they're also acknowledging that they want to reward you for what you've been doing. That's that first card. Yeah.
That's what I got. That's what I got right away.
Yep. And that's what my card said too. Yeah, really not sure about the travel, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Well, perfect. Good bouncing here.
If you're planning a vacation for Thanksgiving, go for it.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So Lise wonders, is there a difference between spirit animals and power animals?
I'm getting a no.
Okay.
Well, it depends on the context that they're brought up in. I always get, if I'm worried about something, I'll always have a hawk. I'll always see a hawk. And to me, that says, don't worry, you're on the right track. It's okay. And I don't know if that's a spirit animal or a power animal, Mark. What do you think?
Well, like sometimes those words sort of confuse me because and I didn't really study any of that anywhere except what I received just from Pan directly. Yeah. Like the power animals or the spirit animals too, they kind of meant a little more like to the indigenous people, because one would come to them and they would travel with one in particular, and then they would take that power. Now you can still do that today. So that is sort of like it's sort of like what Thayer said. It's different for different circumstances or different things. And you can call on their energy to help you through something, or one might reach out to you to bring, some of their qualities to you. But you can also have like a spirit animal that resonates with you through your life, like a guide, a guiding animal.
That sounds right. That sounds right to me.
Yeah.
What you're saying. Yeah.
And that one for me, just my own personal story, Pan took me on this. It was like there was Native American energy all in it while we did it, but took me to this place underground, and it was a kind of a long thing, but I ended up in this big seat, and then called forth the spirit animal, and it came forth and met me. And for me, it was a white wolf.
Wow.
And then that next day, a white shepherd mix that looked exactly like a wolf was on my front porch and became my pet.
It became your pet?
Yeah.
Really?
So he was a stray, didn't have a collar.
Yeah. Okay.
And I had a little diamond in the door up the top that you could look out window.
Yeah.
And my partner said, Mark, there's something on the porch. And I thought he was talking about a kitten, a stray.
Mm-hmm.
I said, we can't have any more kitten, because I was busy at the zoo and we had a lot of animal. And he said, well, you better go to the door. And when I got there, Oso's face was just peeking in the door. And I like immediately went, oh my God, it's the white wolf. Because after that thing, it was a real powerful meditation
Sure.
I was seeing.
Yeah.
And I wrote a song about the white wolf afterwards. And then the next day, anyway.
I love that story.
Spirit works really like that with me. I guess it's because maybe I was doubting Thomas in another life or something, but they always try to hit me over the head with, that's going to be hard for you to doubt this now, buddy boy. So, but that was spirit companion animal, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you get it in a dream, then that's one thing that could be prophetic. I mean, I hawks and birds talk to me in real life. Mm-hmm. So I think it depends on your experience.
Yeah.
But I remember we did animal readings on people, psychic animal readings, and sometimes that animal that comes up psychically will have a message or something, right, a relationship to you that could help you.
For me, my spirit animal is a deer. It's gentle, it's loving, it's kind. But my power animal is a griffin. Oh, and they take they don't take any shit from anybody, And I was told that from a friend of mine that's the green man, that was my power animal. So to me, it was like one is more gentle for me, and one is more protective. But I think it's everybody's opinion, and there's really no wrong one.
Well, in the context that it's put in.
Yeah. And plus mine was more a companion spirit that was correct going to be a companion. And then otherwise, I feel like the animal kingdom as a whole is my spirit animal, because I've just had so many relationships with so many hundreds of species, and I always just feel one-on-one with everyone. They all seem the same sort of in a way. So maybe it's that. I keep seeing people say, and you have a white dog now. That's true. This is actually, when I was a little boy, my parents had a white shepherd, a purebred white shepherd, German shepherd. But Oso was the first one when I was an adult. And now this is my third one. So, but he keeps reincarnating.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And reconnecting.
The minute you said that, he rolled over on his back.
I know, he's like,
did you notice that too? Belly rubs. There you go. Oh. All right. So I want to put these together because there's more than one comment about it. But Sweet and Salty says that she took care of Brinkley, a dog. And then she says in another post underneath it that she has a good bond with it. Does she want him? Or does she want Sweet and Salty to know anything? So I guess it would be just how does Brinkley feel about her, or what kind of message might Brinkley have for her?
I'm just getting a feeling of a lot of fun from Brinkley. Did he have a really good time with you? He had a lot of fun. He really liked being around you. And when are you going to come back and play? When are you coming back so we can visit? I'm feeling a strong friendship bond, and a lot of kindness from both. A very happy, content dog that wants you, would love for you to come back. And he's very comfortable and easy around you. Very normal.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the patience card. I'm thinking that Brinkley is saying, I'm waiting patiently for you to come back and see me.
Yeah, come back.
But I also feel guilty sometimes because I have this bond with you and you're not my owner. I'm getting that little it's like a little kid would feel, if they like somebody better than somebody else. Yeah.
Right. But are you done, Allie?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
But she knows you're a substitute for her human. But she goes, you're the best kind of substitute. She really liked, or he, might be a he, I guess, really liked your energy, and that the two of you, bonded. It was like the best kind of substitute. It was as if you were her owner. It was interchangeable there. It was the same kind of loving energy. It was fun. It's she could look forward to it rather than, oh no, my owner's going. This is a great alternative. And it feels like sort of the answer to what she would like, or he.
Right.
Sorry about that. Her.
No, it's a girl. It is a girl. I get that with my grand dog, Moxie. She's a little corgi, and she knows what grandma means. And when grandma comes, what we do. It's really cute. Yeah. But she's not mine, but she just has a little bond with me. Yeah. Wow. Right. Oh, that's nice. I hope you get to take care of her again or go visit with her anyway.
Too bad you don't live in Santa Fe. I'd love to have you as a pet sitter.
Yeah.
Well,
really?
I bet you're a fantastic pet sitter.
Be a cat whisperer, huh?
Yeah. I bet you that dog really, is close to you, and you're a very good pet sitter.
Yeah. That's nice.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah.
So we have Monica here asking if she can have a message from spirit guides.
Monica.
Sweet and Salty says, fly me in, Thayer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll write a check. Yeah, right. Monica, I'm seeing the color purple for you, like a very rich, velvety, sort of deep royal purple. To me, that's a very, it's a healing color for me. It's a very healing, rich color that's got a lot of dimensions to it, a lot of different aspects going on. I'm hearing the word complexity. That perhaps there's complex things going on in your life right now that could be puzzling you. And I'm also hearing you have the ability to solve them. And that they will be solved, and that you sort of enjoy that complexity a little bit. But the growth is in the solving of the problems, and to not shy away from them. But you definitely have the knowledge and the ability to move forward and navigate what's ahead of you.
Wonderful. Did you want to go, Mark, or?
Okay, yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Well, Monica. Hi, Monica. I feel like they're urging you to take action. I feel like you've been kind of thinking about it, mulling it over, preparing, studying about something. And here you are with the other imps on the beach waiting for your ship to come in. And that's great because that means you're prepared, you're ready, you've done the work, you've gotten everything, you're just waiting for the inflow. But don't be too passive because they want you to, this is the ace of imps, to go ahead and grab that imp by the tail and shake it and get it going. So I feel like just a little bit of go for it, that kind of way. You've got everything you need, just go the next step. Or if it's something like, you're working on manifestation and you feel like it's dragging, you shake that imp and you say, speed it up. Make it more clear to me. What you kind of demand response instead of just passively, oh, I'll get it whenever. Go ahead and choose it and take it. Okay. I love these imps. Aren't they great? It's got that one by the tail for an ace of imps. Okay. Take it.
Take it away. All right. I got a snake, which means you're shedding some skin right now, Monica. And there's something coming for you. So you have to make way for it. So you're shedding the skin. This one says basically the same thing, but it's inevitable end, a big transformation, and shedding again. So you're shedding everything in order to make way for what's coming. And boy, oh boy, is it coming, the star. Wish fulfillment, blessings, becoming popular, brand new hopeful life. So whatever this is making way for this for you. Woohoo! I like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Good luck with that. All right. Hi, Sharon Sipe. Nice to see you, dear. I've got enough now for today, everybody. So thank you for your questions. We've got about 8 of them to finish up here. So Cindy Riddle Moreland is coming to us from Facebook. Thank you, Cindy. Why is one of my spirit guides pranking me and actually touching my face and hair? She says, I'm not afraid.
Halloween.
The veil is thinner right now, isn't it?
Yeah. I got right away. This is not a spirit guide of yours. This is some energy that's having a little bit of fun with you. And a real guide, somebody who's really, he help you, help you through the obstacle course of life. Wouldn't be perhaps doing this unless they wanted to get your attention. And if they did, then maybe you need to ask what their attention's for. But I'm getting this is just a little. I see Tinkerbell coming down and having a bit of fun. And you can tell them to please go somewhere else and entertain themselves if you want to. You could engage it and ask it questions, but that's up to you. We'll have to see what. Right away, I got no guide.
Yeah, I almost got word for word what they just said.
Yeah,
really? Okay.
Well, immediately I got it's not your spirit guide. It's more of a playful. It's almost like a nature spirit. So when she said Tinkerbell, that's exact. I'm thinking more like little fairy, elfy, impish. I had those imps, but it's playful. It's not. Yeah. It's being playful, but it's more like a nature spirit, like a little prankster, and kind of like when Thayer was teasing and saying "Happy Halloween," it's like a little boogity boo, but it's playful, like a fairy. It's more ha ha ha. And when Allie said the veil thins, I can blow your hair or doodly doodly do. So I don't know. I think you might have a connection with nature too, and so they're kind of reaching out and playing with you a little bit.
And there's where the Tinkerbell. Well, I got here that this is unfinished. It's loose things being tied up, seeing things through something, seeing things through. I get that it's a female. Yep. And so I agree with you. It could be a female nature spirit. It could be like a Tinkerbell. So yes, absolutely. And they're trying to just get you to realize that you might feel like you're just surviving right now. You might be living paycheck to paycheck, or you may be having some issues, and they're wanting to lighten your load a little bit, I think. They're just wanting to say, smile, be happy. Things aren't always going to be this way. You know, I just get that. I get a sense of that. Good.
And that you're connected with other energies, higher energies, and that's something to perhaps pay attention to and maybe recognize and try to manifest for yourself or use them. That
There
your
you go.
vibration is high enough that you can feel it. So
I love it that you're not afraid, because that's why they came too. They came in because they said
I think she has. I feel like she's saying that she has that relationship with nature too, so that it probably would be that kind. Maybe might be that energy.
Yep.
That's cool. Yeah, love it.
Thanks for the question, Cindy. Thank you.
Ask them for a 10-pound box of money. Maybe we'll show up.
There you go.
You know.
Yeah.
I do that every night. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Star Midnight. Any messages from spirit guides or guardian angels, please?
Star Midnight.
You know, I all of a sudden saw the most beautiful color yellows when I read your name, like the yellows of the maple trees now in the fall. All those different types of yellows. And to me, that's, you know, sense of self, sense of purpose, a very grounded sense of who you are. And so I would follow that, follow your gut, follow your instincts, really follow and dig into you. Okay. And I know that that's, you know, said a lot in readings, but, you know, if you're with people or you're at a situation, go with what you're feeling, go with what you think, rely on yourself a lot more in decision making, or if you're with people, especially in your judgments. Should I do this? Should I do that? That yellow is telling me that your gut and your sense of judgment is very good, and just stick with that.
Awesome.
You can go ahead, Allie, if you have something.
Okay. I get here that the first one I get is a tree. And a tree, of course, is grounded, but it's also life and growth. And so you're working on growth of your spiritual life, I believe. The next card I get is the wax seal. It is a conclusion. It is an invitation. It is a message from the universe saying that you're on the right path. And of course, a wax seal is put on an old-fashioned letter in order to keep the contents inside, just your personal side. But it does say that you may have to throw some dice. There may be risks involved, but you're playing the game of chance, and it looks like it might not be so bad. So there you go. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I was just edge of our seats. What do you got there?
I know. Well, plus I was all of a sudden read somebody. You know, I have to. Don't look at the comments. Well, the first thing I hear from them, from your spirit guides, is they want to pat you on the back and congratulate you. It's like, I feel like a job well done. And when I'm saying that, it's just you staying on focus or on track. So it's the Six of Wands. Is it 6 of Wands? Yeah. But you know, that's usually you know, a ticker tape parade. Everybody congratulating you. You've succeeded in what you were attempting, you know. And then the next one is, oh, I got the star card, Star Midnight, for you. And that, you know, I think they're congratulating you because you've been approaching things a little differently than you used to. When you look to manifest and make your dreams come true and wish upon a star, there's a different way you're doing it than you have before. They're saying, don't spend time on worrying and fretting. because this new way of doing things is better. It will work for you. Just stay connected to that moon, to this high priestess, but that your own personal connection to source is what this card always makes me think of, because it's it's through your intuitive things. So I don't know how you're doing in that area. They're saying you're doing good. Don't give up hope. Don't worry. Think you're not. Just keep it going is what I'm hearing.
I'm hearing, don't give up on us, baby.
You know what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay, so Mary's asking a question that usually we don't get. But she's asking about inflation because she was at the grocery store today. She could feel people's worry about it. You know what I'm going to say, Mary? I'm going to say that a lot of this is still supply chain stuff, and that the it had to happen because of COVID. It had to happen. I may be wrong, but I don't want, I understand how you feel. I remember I buy ground chicken, and it was usually $4.99 a pound or something like that. And it got up to $8.99 a pound out here. And I thought, that's like eating gold to me. That's a lot of money. So I do think people are very worried and concerned about it. So I'll ask our others what they think.
I'm going to comment on something we were talking about before. Is we're in election time, and the airways are being filled with fear that this is, this is something. The one party is running on inflation, that inflation is the government's fault, that this is a bad thing. This inflation is worldwide. It's everywhere. It's not just, Joe Biden doesn't have any more control over it than you do, really. It's worldwide. Every country, every place is having inflationary problems, and there's many reasons for it. But I think the worry you're feeling is the political jungle drums.
Unsettling. Yeah, unsettlement. Yeah.
And I will say, I just read Paddle to the Sea by Elizabeth Allende. And in it, they had was talking about Chile. And back in the 60s, Allende, a socialist government, came into power. And the minute that government was voted into power, there was inflation, there was scarcity of toilet paper, there was scarcity of many things, and everything doubled. Because the people that control, like the shipping, if you control shipping,
supply chain.
So and what happened is that Pinochet, who was a dictator, got voted into office because all of the people were so upset about inflation, they wanted to change, but they got a dictator who ruled for a long time, killed a lot of people.
He did.
And took more control over the government. So I would send love and light to the worry, send love and light out to the universe to try to counteract this fear. This irrational fear.
We all need to do it, though. We all do. We all need to work on that.
And people in London and England and France and Germany, all of their energy prices have quadrupled. So it's not an American problem.
It's not just us. Yeah.
It's not just
but us. I believe it started because of the COVID shutdown. Honestly, it something had to happen.
It had to happen. And the big corporations and the people like the gas and energy people are not making it any easier. They can raise their prices whatever they want to. The government has no control over that. So love and light.
Yep. Mark, anything?
Yeah.
Yep. I do hear that some of the empty shelves and stuff is still related to, like, a lot of people quit their jobs and everything, and they're having a hard time getting enough people working in those jobs to get the supply chain back up and going. I mean, it's been like a struggle or something. More than they thought. In the end, though, it's really it will be a gift in the end.
That's what I got.
It's part of that
feather.
That big old that everything's being reshuffled,
Reshifted.
reevaluated, getting
Yeah.
rid of the crap that doesn't serve us and refitting it, I think. So now we're going through, things seem less. But I wouldn't jump on it like they were saying. That's a lot of fear crap. You can listen to it and just let it go. Don't grab onto it. Oh, we're all going to be starting. Make a big old. They like
No,
you to be
Mary
all,
doesn't do that. I don't think Mary does that. But
oh no,
yeah,
I'm not talking to
there
her.
are a lot of people that. Yeah.
No. I wasn't talking to her at all
Oh,
about
I
that
know.
personally.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's a less for a bit, but it's for a bit because, positive thinking, putting our minds together, getting to
Look
work.
at that. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
gets
awesome.
it back to being an excellent.
Positive. Look at that.
So we go from negative to positive. It's just going to take a little bit more
It does.
time.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I saw here that it was a fluid situation and that it was a warning to be vigilant and that the angels are working on it. That's basically what I got. So I got the same thing as you, Mark, in a different way. But yes, the negative to the positive. Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. Wow.
Well,
And we can help that go more quickly by keeping our mind out of that fear crap.
Well, and
Sure.
the airwaves are just saturated with this stuff.
They are.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, I know
it's
you're not in
wonderful.
fear, Mary.
Yeah, Mary, I didn't mean that at all. I know
Yeah.
you. I wasn't really talking to you personally. That was more of a general statement.
General
to
sense. Yeah.
group.
But yes, I understand about the gas because I'm paying $6 a gallon out here pretty much. And when I went back east, it was less than 3. And so it just depends where you are too.
Well,
But
it's marketing and Joe Biden does not, the energy companies are privately owned companies. The government has no, it's like saying, McDonald's has to lower its prices on Big Macs.
yeah,
I
I know.
It's
I know.
unfair. But
And I think he addressed that actually. I think he said I tried to release some money from the oil reserves, I believe. And then but the other people have to do their part and they're making record profits. They're all making record profits. Yeah. So anyway. Thanks, Mary. I know you don't ask those questions.
Yeah. No one likes it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks so much, dear. We appreciate you. Okay, bemused shaman, could you please give them a message from spirit?
I'm seeing a bunch of people dancing and having fun. I'm seeing music and movement and having fun and enjoying your life, enjoying what's right in front of you.
Wow. That's awesome.
It could be from the last reading that instead of getting fear, like, come on, let's get the vibration up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? I remember that I belonged to a community, and anytime I brought anything up that was somewhat a negative topic, it wasn't to bring fear. It was because I think we need to be aware of things and we need to be able to talk about them. Right. And so, I feel like there's a lot. I'm not saying you're doing this. Don't get me wrong. No. But I think we need to remember that sometimes we need to address that fear by what we just did, really, because it helps it. Geez, bemused. I have good fortune and luck is on your side. I got a clover. There you go. Wonderful. All right, Mark.
Okay.
Mark is like, I'm like, what's he gonna say?
Yeah,
what
I know because
wait.
It's like I'm going, what?
Wow.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not getting very clear. I think I'm gonna not go.
Okay. Well,
and it is good to talk about. I think talking about things is the way you work through them.
Absolutely.
You have to.
Absolutely.
You have to. Yeah.
And you know what? I love that, bemused, that that's why Thayer got dancing, I think.
Yeah.
You're feeling inexplicably joyful
Yeah.
and just suck it dry.
Hey,
Honestly,
we need it, baby. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
You'll
whatever vibe
influence
you're
others
in.
around you. You
Yeah.
will. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No,
Very
somebody's
good.
happy. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. All right.
Yeah.
Hypnicity wonders if we have a message from spirit for her.
For her.
And I have 2 more questions after this, and we'll be done for the day. Thank you all for being here. And thanks to Mark and Thayer.
Okay. Joan back next. Joan
Yeah.
and
And Terri.
Terri back
Yeah.
next time. Yeah.
And bemused shaman. Like, this is the card I drew for you, but I didn't really know what it was saying to me. But now I think it's saying what you just said.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the Queen of Wands.
Yeah.
But it's that, that inexplicably joyful, happy to be alive, creativity. There you sit in your throne. Familiar and all that.
Oh, it did. Okay. Trust your gut, Mark.
Yeah. I'm seeing the color green for you, which to me is the heart, which is love, it's growth, it's food, it's nature. A real mother type of nurturing energy. And I don't know whether you need to receive it or you need to give it. But I feel like that energy is available for you. Go get some hugs from your friends or your mom or somebody you love, like exchange love with people. If you can, or if you're missing somebody, give them a call. Heart to heart communication I'm getting for you.
Awesome. Hypnicity, I have here that you're taking a step-by-step approach to something. You're doing your first steps to success. And I know you've had some difficulty with that. And I think it's starting to turn for you. I see you in the spotlight on the stage. And it's your own stage. It's not necessarily one that you would be on. But it's a desire to get noticed. In other words, from your guides, and you want to notice them, they want to notice you. And here your determination and your endurance is like a horse. And so just keep going, girl. Just keep going because it's working. Whatever it is you're doing is working.
Right. Yep. Hypnicity. There's still a little bit, I feel like, we all have this, a little bit of feeling like on the outside looking in, or still feeling a little at odds or something. But what Allie was saying, I just feel like too, just keep on the path, keep on the road. See all these imps walking up, and there's the one in the front that's the speaker and the leader. So you're heading right up to that. So just keep on that path. And there's a breakthrough on the way, a page of pumpkins. So, an emotional, so you feel it completely in your body, like a turn. So you can kind of let go of this 5 of pumpkins energy and start a new energy. That's
go get a hug, man.
Yeah.
Go out and get hugs.
Yes.
People
absolutely.
love you. People love and value you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sylvie wonders if we have a message for her from her guides.
So I see silver right away. A beautiful silver sort of wisp of mist or smoke. A beautiful silver type of, and then I hear music. Beautiful chimes of music. And sort of moving with that music into a higher state of awareness, or just like a tingly feeling, like a very beautiful sort of sensual type of feeling. Maybe I'm reading your energy signature. I don't know, but that's, I have to go with what I get right away because of time. But I think you have a lot to offer people. I think you have a lot of light and love, and you can show people a way to move forward in life, and honor that inner bell, that inner sort of heart feeling you have, and people will follow.
Wonderful. Mark?
Hi, Sylvie. I don't think I know you. I don't think. You're new to me. But I feel like, so I don't know if this is going to resonate, but I get, I decided to use Andrea's cards today. I haven't used them in a while. But I get there's maybe some travel or something coming up, or maybe you think about traveling for the holidays, or there's some work travel or something. But this card was on the top, and then before I started shuffling, so I put it back in the middle and shuffled, then it came up again. So, or movement of some sort, but probably travel, and that it's a good idea. Happy face. If you're thinking about it, or if it just comes up out of the blue, it'd probably be good to go with it. Because it's like, you've been a good girl. And it's, it's a reward kind of, in a way, this trip. Oh, yes, I am. So maybe you are thinking about travel.
Yeah. Oh, goody.
Well, I saw movement. I saw your energy moving.
So your guides are saying, don't deny us access to you, because we are ready to talk to you. Don't be afraid of us. We're here for you. And look, at the egg comes up. And of course, the egg is you're fertile for new life emerging and so forth. So maybe while you're on your trip, you could spend a little time in meditation. See if you can bring up anything from there. Yeah. By the way, I just want to say that Mark has his own channel, which is Spirit Whisperer, and he does other shows. He does a show on Monday with Debbie Freebird Spirit, and he does he works with Pan on Saturdays, and so I want you to know that. And also Thayer does psychic artistry, and she can be reached at ThayerBoo2 at Gmail, and she does a great job. She's done something for me. It's just beautiful. So, whoops, get down. We got one more, guys.
I can do mediumship readings too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You get a lot through color too, don't you? Because I know
a lot of color.
You'll start with color imagery a lot of the time. I think that's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Kelly Bowman, and she's got a puppy that's driving her nuts and has to leave him at home. And the first thing that came to me, just because I've had puppies, is crate training. But that is a long day.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
I got right away that puppy needs to have more exercise and play, and maybe you should hire that wonderful pet sitter that was on before, because really it's just they're just full of energy.
Yeah.
They have rover.com that you can have people come in your house and take the dog out, take it for a walk, those kinds of things.
Get up super early and take that dog for a run. I had a dog. I lived in New Jersey on this farm, and when I had to work, I would get up and I'd get my car and I'd drive around the hayfield, and the dog, he'd chase the car.
Oh, there you go.
And he was done for the day, because it's like unfair in a way. I mean, he did hurt his hip.
Hypnicity says toys. Get them some toys. Yep.
You'll meet somebody when you hire somebody to walk your puppy. You're going to meet somebody that you really like.
Oh, that's good. Mark, you're the
a lot
dog.
of it is. I wish I knew his name, but a lot of it is puppy. He's a puppy still. 10 months isn't really. You're not over being a puppy yet, and a dog. Really. Depending on how big, but they can be puppy almost till 2.
Yes, mine is.
Yeah. But he'll calm down quite a bit around 1 year, he'll calm down somewhat. But, it's separation anxiety mostly. That's because he misses the energy, the companionship energy. Also, it's like, mommy's not here. If I love that you have a puppy, but, I had puppies when I worked full time too, and that is a challenge. But what I quickly learned, like if your job is going to mean that you have to be gone a lot of the time, I'm just going to say 2 puppies are better than 1.
That's very true.
I know
it
that
is.
might be like, oh no, but honestly, it's kind of easier with 2 sometimes than it is with 1, because they entertain each other. They still have that energy there with them, so they don't feel completely vacant of it. And so there's that. You can try with the crate training so that it doesn't tear up your house, but he's still going to have that separation anxiety.
Yeah.
If I had his name, I could probably talk to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Lisa,
but
are you here? Lisa, I don't know if you're still
without his
here.
name.
Yeah.
Or 2 cats.
But
Yeah.
mostly it's because he's a new puppy and he don't really,
Yeah.
he's confused.
Yeah.
And he don't like to be alone. Yeah.
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 My 2 girls that I leave, I go to school twice a week, and I leave here about 6:45 and I come back at 10:30. So that's not that long. And they're older girls. They just have a fit when I get home. It's like, oh my God, crying and running and all kinds of stuff. So, and those are old ones. So I can imagine that the younger ones definitely needed more attention than that. Yeah.
Well, the dogs always have to greet you as if they've never seen you before. Mine did that. It was just an over.
Because you've been gone forever.
Singing, jumping. Oh, we're so happy. And I was like, well, I was gone 10 minutes. But,
right. Or I went down to get the mail and I came back. It reminds me of George Carlin. And he says, he tells his dog that he's going to leave goodbye and everything. And he goes out, he forgot his hat. So he came back in and the dog, oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. I didn't know how to use the can opener. And he's going, I absolutely love that.
I love George Carlin. He's great. Good luck with that puppy. It's a hard puzzle to solve.
It is.
Yeah, it is difficult.
Yeah.
That's why, for me, I'm glad that I get the rescue animals right now, because they're just usually all set. I don't have to worry about that. Lisa Foster, I'm sorry you're going through your tooth thing and not deciding to get a permanent crown or not. I'm only going to tell you that I've had very good experiences with permanent crowns. So it might be something that you might want to check into. I know they're expensive.
Have a payment plan.
Yeah,
they've got a payment plan. Because they're a lot of money.
The expense is a problem.
It's a big.
Yeah, they're like $1,400 or something. Yeah,
boat payment.
But I would rather have one and have no more problem with that tooth. Than I would anything else. But anyway, it's your decision, Lisa. Good luck to you.
Good luck.
And I love seeing all your autumn pictures that you have on Facebook. So thanks a lot.
I know I did too. She has all her pretty trees. I had to go post some of my trees today because I was so jealous of hers.
I know. Yeah. Oh, you've already paid half, Lisa? Oh, okay. All right. Good luck. Good luck, dear. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Thayer. Had a great day with you, per usual. Thank you, everybody.
Love and light, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you for your questions. Yep.
Yeah.
Had a nice time. All righty. Bye, everybody. Take care. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.